So everyone always asks, how do you make the most money in crypto, but safely? And the answer is a lot simpler than people think, but nobody actually does it. Because let's be honest, safety is a huge key when it comes to investing and trading in crypto, because 99% of crypto are scams. So in this video, I'm going to show you the best way to make the most money with the least amount of risk in 5 steps. And that's without gambling on meme coins, without chasing scams. In my opinion, just a real smart strategy for this year. You're probably asking, who is this guy to tell me about making money in crypto? Well, I've been trading and investing in crypto for a decade, and I have been very successful making money without chasing scams and using my brain with strategies like this in order to make money with both trading and investing. And as always, nothing is financial advice. This is my pure opinion. I've done it before, and I want to share it with you. I have nothing to sell you in this video. I'm not going to give you a ref link. I'm not going to tell you to buy a course. I'm going to purely tell you my opinion on the safest and smartest strategy to potentially make the most money this year in crypto. So here's my 5 steps. First off, I want to tell you that I absolutely love Bitcoin. I think it's the hardest money and one of the best investments out there, but I don't think that it's going to get you the most money this year. This video is not about 5 to 10 years from now. It's not about investing over the course of the next decade. It's about making the most money in crypto this year as safe as possible. And I simply don't think that Bitcoin alone can get you there. And yes, Bitcoin is still king. I think it's going to break all-time highs this year, but if you look at a current chart of Bitcoin, it's only 15% away from its all-time high. And let's just say if Bitcoin price even hits $150,000 from current price, that's only around 58% upside from here, which is great money, by the way, not life-changing, but I think that I can take that $95,000 where I'd buy one Bitcoin, put it in other assets, and outperform that $95,000 to $150,000 move. Point being, this current strategy does not include buying Bitcoin for this year, even though I think that Bitcoin should be a solid part of your portfolio, long-term hold, and will have huge upside specifically in the next decade. Now that we got that out of the way, the first step in this strategy to make the most money safely is to do this. Go to a website such as CoinGecko and find the top 100 to 200 market cap crypto coins. Because it's super easy on CoinGecko, coins are put from 1 to 100 based on their market cap starting with Bitcoin. Scroll to the bottom of the page, find all top 100 tokens based on market cap. These are likely the coins that I want to focus on when it comes to making the most money the safest way possible in the coming year. And this is why. These tokens, most of these crypto assets are not considered to be scams. Most are not newly launched. They are battle tested. They've been around for a long time. And yes, they still have risk. We've seen many tokens in the top 100 nuke really hard. Remember Luna back in 2022? So yes, there's risk in these top 100 market cap tokens, but just know that the risk is a lot less than newly launched meme coins. But your chances of finding a newly launched token or crypto asset that does a 100 to 1000x is pretty much 0. And yes, while you can gamble 1% of your portfolio doing that, perhaps, that is not the safest way to make the most money possible, at least not for this year, in my personal opinion. You have to trade the battle-tested crypto assets, and that includes those specifically in the top 100 in market cap. After you find these top 100 to 200 market cap coins, I want you to look and make sure that they are on the top exchanges. Because I only want to buy, for this strategy, tokens and coins that are on the top exchanges such as Binance, Coinbase, and perhaps Robinhood. And why is that? Well, that's because those are the exchanges with the most volume, with the most amount of users. Take, for instance, KuCoin shares, which is a token that's 73 overall in crypto assets by market cap. This token is basically only found on KuCoin. You're not going to have people from America or the West buying it. That means that it's a lot higher risk to buy than a lot of the other coins found on Coinbase or Binance. So when trying to make the most money possible the safest way this year in crypto, you want to focus on assets that are on the top 100 to 200 per market cap, and you want to make sure that those tokens and coins are on good exchanges. And 3, you want to make sure that they have good volume. Good volume in a crypto asset means that there is demand in that crypto asset. And the easiest way to do that, click the 24-hour volume so that you can categorize the crypto assets from most volume to least volume. And then you can scroll down to the very bottom of the page and look at all those in the top 100 that have very little volume, such as, what do you know, KuCoin shares again that has only $39,000 in volume is something that I don't want to touch because it's too high risk and shows me that there is no demand in it. But if you want to see high demand tokens and crypto coins, all you have to do is go to the very top, look at Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, SWI, Trump, Dogecoin, Cardano, Pepe, BNB, Tron, Bonk. There you go. These are crypto assets that have good demand and good volume, and that's what I'm looking for in this strategy. Now, after we found the top 100 to 200 market cap coins on good exchanges with good volume, the fourth thing that we need to do is to actually assess the risk reward. Basically, how much upside does this altcoin have? Because as I've already told you, Bitcoin is only around 15% away from its all-time high. Historically, if Bitcoin hits its all-time high and breaks that, altcoins usually rally afterward. And there's a good chance that a lot of these major altcoins on good exchanges with good volume rally hard and potentially hit their all-time highs. So for example, even though Ethereum has had its worst of days over the past couple of months, it's still around 130% away from its local high and 173% away from its previous all-time high back in 2021. Now, a lot of people are going to tell you that Ethereum's probably dead. I disagree. It's got a massive community. It has huge volume. There's ETFs in play. I think Ethereum will eventually skyrocket in value, and it potentially has way more upside than Bitcoin at the current price. And to me, 175% looks way better in my portfolio for a gain than 15%. Even though I think Bitcoin's going to go much higher than that. If you hate Ethereum, that's fine. We can look at other altcoins. Let's take a look at Solana, which is currently over 100% away from its recent all-time high. And again, that is 6 times more than Bitcoin. And yes, I think that Solana can have new all-time highs in the coming year. Look, Solana has one of the hungriest fan bases. It has tons of applications being built on it. It's super popular. There are ETFs in play. And yes, I think that a Solana in a bull market can hit new all-time highs, especially if we see Bitcoin rally in the coming year. If you want to look at a few other altcoins as well, we can look at SWI that recently had a massive green candle. It was at 150% away from its all-time high, currently at 48% away, which is still more than Bitcoin. XRP as well, it's close to 50% away from its all-time high, and I expect if Bitcoin hits new highs and goes on to say $150,000, that XRP will continue to hit new highs and have much more upside. And if you want a couple of the quote higher risk altcoins in the top 100, those would likely be meme coins. Popular meme coins such as Pepe or Dogecoin. Did you know that Pepe currently sits around 212% away from its current all-time high, which was back in late 2024? And no, I can't tell you whether or not this will hit its all-time high again, but what I can tell you is that Pepe is on all the major crypto asset exchanges and has had $750 million worth of volume in the past 24 hours. If that doesn't say demand, I don't know what does. Or how about the old tried and true Dogecoin, which is over 300% away from its all-time high back in 2021. And even if Dogecoin breaks its local high, that's 175% from its current value. So again, while it might not break $1, which I think that it potentially could, with the massive altcoin rally in bull market, we can see Dogecoin go back over 50 cents, which again would be roughly close to 200% from its current value. The entire point that I'm trying to make is all these have a lot more upside currently than Bitcoin. If you're looking for a strategy that involves making the most money this year as far as upside, and the fifth step to this strategy of making the most money as possible, the safest way as possible, is to do your research right now. Stop watching this video and get to work. I want you to go to CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap, look up the top 100 to 200 market cap coins, look at what exchanges that they're on, make sure to look at the volume, and go to charts on TradingView and actually look at the upside that it has. You can actually go to the left over here and there is a pricing tool where you can hit price range, go from the bottom to the top, and it'll actually tell you the percentage away that it is from its current price to its all-time high or wherever you put it at. But if you're asking me the safest play possible, the safest strategy to make the most money possible in crypto this year, it would be involved this strategy right here of looking at the major altcoins that tend to follow Bitcoin after it has a massive run. And if Bitcoin has a massive run this year, then altcoins are going to follow. That's because people buy Bitcoin at $7, 70, 80, $90,000. They take profit out once it hits new highs, or once it hits, say, $150,000. They roll that profit over into altcoins and go from there. Now, you need to be aware that I'm not talking about these things as long-term holds. I'm looking at these things as swing trades, as a 1-year trade, potentially less than that, potentially 3 to 6 months. But overall, unless you're an insider or you're a serial scammer, you're not going to make money on most newly launched small cap tokens in crypto. You're going to be rugged, and they're going to take you as exit liquidity. I'm telling you, because I've been exit liquidity so many times, I can't even count. And I'm somebody who's been in the market for years. I've traded Bitcoin, I've traded majors, I've traded meme coins, but I have the experience to tell you that probably the safest strategy possible out there, and one that I use, is I go and find those major crypto assets, use the strategy in those 5 steps that I talked about, and put it to work right now. And why right now? Because there is no better time than to get started than right now. Not tomorrow, not next week. As we know, every cycle, every 4 years, Bitcoin has a brand new all-time high after the halving, and it looks to be rallying right now. Now, I have no idea when you're watching this video. I don't care what price Bitcoin is at. Just know if there hasn't been a major altcoin rally yet, there is likely still one to come in the future. Understand that the major crypto assets on major exchanges with high demand and high volume usually are ones that do really well over time. And that, in my opinion, is why it is one of the safest strategies out there to make the most money currently with the least amount of risk possible. But the point is, never put in more than you can afford to lose. Every 4 years, Bitcoin has a massive rally, and altcoins always follow it. And this is a strategy that I will stand by to try to make as much gain as possible in my portfolio with the least amount of risk possible. So you guys go ahead and tell me what you think of this strategy. Do you like it? Or perhaps you think there's another strategy that's better? Make sure to go ahead and drop those comments below. I'd love to hear about it. But also, if you like the content in this video, if you feel like it was helpful at all, I'd love for you to like the video, share it with a friend, and subscribe to the channel. Because I've been in this market for a really long time, and I have a lot of experience, and I'd love to share it. So be on the lookout for more videos from me in the coming weeks just like this. And lastly, you guys stop watching this video and get to work. And be sure to be on the lookout for more videos from me this week. Have a great rest of your day. Trade safe, and I'll see you on the next one.